Hello, this is Tim O'Neill. I'm the executive director of the LBCA, and we're trying to get our coaches corners going again. I know all the coaches have been busy with their seasons, and I've talked to Cole Catalano of St. Thomas Aquinas. He's my first guinea pig to try to do this, and welcome aboard, Cole. Appreciate you doing this.
Well, I appreciate you having me, and I'm just going to tell you that I'm honored to be that guinea pig. So we're gonna make it work and make it work good.
All right, appreciate it. The first thing I want to hit you with is to set up a background on your coaching and where all you've been and what you're doing now.
Yeah, so basically out of college, I went and played at Southeastern, but out of college, first year I was lucky to come to St. Thomas and coach 2 years at St. Thomas. And then after that, I was able to go to North Lake Christian for a year. I had a year off, and then I got back to St. Thomas for 4 years. And then I had my first head coaching opportunity at Hammond High School right down the road. And then this is now my second year back here at the helm of St. Thomas. So this is actually my third stint with St. Thomas Aquinas.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Fontainebleau High School. I graduated in 2005, and I had the opportunity to go to Southeastern out of high school. So kind of stayed local, which was very, very good. My parents would say was a good decision.
Right. What about some influences you've had? Some of your coaches or friends that's helped you with your coaching career?
Well, the first person I got that comes to mind is my dad. I mean, pure and simple. He grew us up. I mean, me and my brother both. My older brother's 3 years older. He went to Southeastern as well, played ball in college, professional level, all those things. But I was very fortunate to have him as my coach from when I was 10 all the way to when I was 14. And everything that, I've kind of learned with the game of baseball kind of stemmed from him. Now, there were others that were a major influence, Coach Artigues, who's at Southeastern. He was a major influence on me, and there's still pretty much 80% of the things that I do coaching come from his program and his system from what I learned the years at Southeastern. Also, Coach Wally Ponoff, if you're familiar with LSU baseball, little Wally played third base at LSU, but he had a major influence on me. But then I could, go on for days. But, the one thing I think is pretty cool that I do with a lot of, the youngsters that I might do individual lessons with is I tell them, I said, hey, look, the stuff that you learn, whether it's from me, your dad, or, your coach from travel ball, if there's something that you never heard of and you learn, I said, go write it down. Go put it in a book and write it down, because that's something you can hang on to for a long time that can hopefully help you out in the game whenever your time playing is done, and now you can go into coaching. So I've had a bunch of great coaches. But I will say this: there was one coach, Coach George Herliska, when I was at Fontainebleau. I just remember anytime that we just had the opportunity to talk, he'd always say, Cat, you're gonna be a good coach, dude. Coaching is in your blood, and sure enough. Here I am, I wouldn't trade it for any other job in the world. It's my happy place, if that makes sense.
Gotcha. I know my son played for you 1 year. I think 18-year-old, really enjoyed playing for you.
Those are the memories.
Yeah.
Those are the good times,
And I know that's when you started getting sick, but everything's going well with you, right?
Yes, sir. I mean, what is it? Almost 4 years now. I was diagnosed with a stage 4 glioblastoma, brain tumor, and that's one of the things I just kind of hit on. That baseball is the best medicine. I come out here. I mean, being around my guys every day. That's the easiest and the best thing to do. I love what I do. I put, there's a lot of people say if you put passion in your purpose, then going to work is fun. And, and that's what I do. I try to show up every day, but it's more with this program at St. Thomas. It's more than just, the X's and O's of baseball. It's my responsibility to teach these, young kids who I encourage to turn them into men, men of God. And that's important. That's one thing we stand proud of with St. Thomas Aquinas. That we really try to focus on, and, leading by example and doing the right things. And, we've had a lot of good success over the years with baseball, but that's just, part of it. I want these boys to be graduated, but they are ready to take on life, to bull by the horns, and be contributing members of their of society.
All right. Describe your coaching not really your style, but the style of baseball that you like to play.
So what we do, I mean, look, it's put up in our dugout in a big sign. It says our park, play fast. So what I like to implement and teach is no matter where we're going, who we're playing, where we're at, we treat it like it's our park. We understand what makes us, really good. And in the years past, when we started really having success, we didn't have that big guy in the lineup that would, when I was an assistant coach, well, we didn't have that, big guy in the lineup that would, hit 5 and, to 8 home runs out a year. We relied on speed. We relied on just putting pressure on the other team. When you make another team feel uncomfortable, well, then you're going to go to every ballpark pretty much winning 1-0 from the start because they know what they're going to get, when you walk into the ballpark.
All right. I want to go ahead and talk about your season, how it's going, how it's progressing. First off, I guess we got to mention how you dealing with the COVID. What complications has that brought to you?
Yeah, we've been very, very lucky. I know there's a lot of schools dealing with the virtual and dealing with this. Well, here at St. Thomas, everybody comes to school every day. We've done a very good job mitigating what we can, in school, in house, and we do a good job of keeping them, socially distanced. Everything that we're supposed to do here at school. Now, who knows what they do, on the weekends when they're not around us. But we take pride in, understanding that there's been other teams that had to sit out for 2 weeks based upon, just one kid contact tracing, going back here and there. But, after what we've all dealt with last year with COVID, I didn't want in any way, shape or form this to happen again. So that's why we were extra careful in the things that we're doing. And, if they have to go into the locker room and change, they have, 3 minutes to get dressed and get out of there. You know what I'm saying? We just don't want, any of those guys get around each other for a long period of time. But I think the state has a good grasp on, this year. And I think I got to commend them on what they're trying to do and getting the season complete. I know baseball season's been hard from last year to this year, but you just got to commend them for, wanting to get that season in. But it's been tough on everybody. You know what I'm saying? I can't sit here and just talk about how it's tough on us, this and that, but it's been tough on everybody. But I got to just commend everybody on, how they've handled it. And you just got to handle everything with class and just expect the best out of any bad situation.
Have you lost any players for games or lost any games?
I've only lost guys due to a stomach bug. I've been very blessed that nobody has been lost due to COVID. Now, in the fall, we've had a couple guys that, it wasn't it was a very, very mild case. But so far this spring, I think just it was a wake up call because I implement to them all the time, like, hey, it takes that one guy, and all of a sudden the season that we're having, and we had a so far a very good season, that could just jeopardize that. And so just be careful the decisions you make. And I talk to them all the time about the choices they have and just to make the right choices, because when they leave here, they're going to be given a lot of choices every day when they get to college.
What's your record right now? How's your season gone?
So we're 20-5. We're having a good year. We started out hot this past week. Was a little road bump, but it's good as a coach. I want to see how we respond from that. Right now we're in the heart of district, and I got to give our district, props where it's due. We have a very tough district this year. Right now, I think there's a 3-way tie with us, Doyle and Pope John Paul, with Springfield right there in the realms. But like everybody else right now, we got a couple of weeks left and trying to fit, all these games in, which is tough. It's a shame that they don't give us more time to, get these games in, because it's pretty much, you have to consistently play 3 to 4 games a week, in a short amount of time to get these games in. But if we had 2 more weeks, whether it's the beginning or the end of the season, I think that would be a little bit more beneficial, considering that we play outdoors.
Yeah, I know weather-wise it's hard to start early, but we've always talked about extending the season, but they never really want to seem to do that. So
Right.
that's what we're dealt with. I know you don't want to call out any specific players, or maybe you do, but you don't want to leave anybody out. I know as a coach, you don't want to leave anybody out. But
Right.
Can you talk to me about some of your guys that are doing really well this year?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, on the bump, I have a junior, Leighton Pittman, who's been outstanding for us this year. He's been our workhorse. All of our big games, he's gotten the ball, and he's really progressed. I mean, look, he came in as a freshman, started throwing for us, and now he's a junior. He's taken this pitching staff. head on, and he's just, trying to be that leader for all those other guys. But we've had, another guy, Dane Watts, two-way player, left-handed pitcher, center fielder. He's having an outstanding season both ways. And then Jaden Kalora, he's actually a catcher going to Nickel State, but we got him playing in the infield because it's just a need that we have right now. And he's probably one of the most purest hitters, that I've been around. He's gotten probably about 5 game-winning type doubles alone just to help us win some certain games. And then you got the infamous, I feel like you talk about him for the last 10 years, is Casey Artigues. We've had Champ Artigues, for years in the past, but now Casey's about to head on off to Southern Miss, but he's been as consistent, as there is for 4 years, and he plays a little bit of middle infield and center field forwards as well. But, again, you don't want to leave anybody out. I can go on for days, but the good thing about this team is we have depth. Everybody has found a way to contribute this year, and that's what makes a team successful. If you go to the college level, if you got the teams that have the walk-ons contributing, there's a chance that team's going to be pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Well, I got 14, 15 guys that I'm comfortable to run out there in any situation, to give us the best chance to win, and that's all. Got success written all over it. So I've been very happy with the year so far.
So what's the district? How's it set up the rest of the way?
So we personally, we have Springfield. We had to cancel tonight, obviously, but we got Springfield and Pope John Paul. I had some makeup games with Franklinton and Vanderbilt Catholic, but just the way, losing games and then trying to fit district in, I just don't know how it's going to be possible. But it's been it's one of those where, we North Lake came in, we came and got a good win against North Lake, and then they came back and, they popped us one. It was something that, unexpected, but it happened. Same thing. Doyle can say the same thing about Springfield. Springfield went popped them one time. So the district is very, I would say, it's just very consistent, in the lines of that everybody could beat anybody at any time. And I like it. I told the Doyle coach after we got done playing, we each won a game 5-4. And I said, look, district's great. I love district. It's, something to play for. But at the end of the day, we both just made our teams better moving forward into the playoffs, because it's a select, non-select type deal where, we're both giving ourselves the best chance to prepare for the playoffs.
So where are you sitting in the power ratings right now?
Power ratings, I think we've been hovering around 1, 2, 3 all year. We had a little, like I said, a little hiccup last week, and I think it dropped us down to 6. But there's 4 teams that are just less than a tenth of a power point away. But I tell our guys, man, look, we don't look ahead. We don't look at the power ratings. All we do is we look at the next opponent, next game, and we prepare for that. And if we handle our business, each game, one game at a time, one inning at a time, one pitch at a time, then, at the end of the year, we'll be looking back and seeing our names, high up there on the power ratings. But that's just from Go Preps. You know what I'm saying? LBCA, has had us at different places too, but never been, I'll be honest with you, I've never been a big chart guy, never been a big power ratings guy. At the end of the day, I tell my guys, coaches like to say, is there I in team? And I say, well, yeah, there is I in team, because at the end of the day, you have to get that big hit. You got to get up there in the mound and throw strikes to give your team a chance to win. You got to, be smart on the bag. So there is a 9 team, it's a team sport based around individuality. So, I am a firm believer of that, people might disagree with me, but that's just, how I am. And that's what we preach here at St. Thomas. And, that's why we've had a lot of success.
Okay. I know you probably, well, you just kind of talked like you didn't want to answer this question, but can you talk about Division III just a little bit, some other teams?
Yeah. I mean, look, Division III is,
Loaded.
People think, 2A baseball, it's just 2A, but, I have to say, some of our better competition comes from, look, we beat some good quality teams this year. We went in and beat Walker, beat their number 1. We beat, Berwick played a very good game against U High. We actually went in, and my district was scheduled to where there was a lot of those St. Tammany Parish 5A schools, that district. We went and played just about all of them except St. Paul's, and we won all those, but then you get to district and you get to playing those quality 2A ball clubs. And it seems like, It might just be because it's St. Thomas, or it might just be for whatever reason, but you're running into, dude after dude after dude on the mound, sitting 85, 87, that can just straight up pitch, what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. Like, 2A private baseball might have 13 teams in it, but let me tell you something, there's at least 10 of them that could beat anybody at any time. And that's why I always say with 5A, like, it's just so tough, that first round being one game, because if the 32 seed has that one good arm sitting 94 with good sink, facing the number 1 or the number 2, like Houghton did to, I think, Barb a couple years ago,
Right.
Anybody could beat anybody at any time.
Who are some of the teams that are at the top there with you in Division III?
Yeah, so you got Notre Dame, you got Newman, you got Lafayette Christian, you got Ascension Episcopal, you got Duz, you got St. Charles Catholic, and I always tip my hat to Wayne Stein, because if you look at his schedule, that dude ain't backing down from nobody. He's going to go play the toughest. Yep, he plays the big boy schedule, and and it's true. That's why you see St. Charles Catholic and playing for a championship year after year. But I mean, there's good 7 of us right there at the top that have all won at least 19 games. So it's been quite the year, that's for sure.
All right, Matt's pretty much covered everything. Is there anything you'd like to add, or?
No, I mean, look, I just commend all the coaches for, just showing up every day during this hard time and just putting their time. Look, the coaches, I, can say are like the offensive line of football, what I'm saying? But we all spend a lot of time away from our families and all. And I just want to tell everybody, thank you for continuing to make Louisiana baseball what it is today. And just wish everybody the best moving into the playoffs, and go Falcons.
All right, Cole. I appreciate you doing this. Have a good luck.
All righty. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
All right. Bye.
Thank you, buddy. See ya.